In a surprising admission, former military head of state General Ibrahim Babangida, retired, has acknowledged that late Moshood Abiola, popularly called MKO, was the actual winner of the June 12, 1993 presidential election.
The June 12 election is widely regarded as one of the freest in Nigeria history, but it was annulled by Babangida's regime, leading to the widespread of protests and unrest. Abiola, who was presumed to have won the election, was later imprisoned and died in the custody in 1998.
This development is seen as a significant milestone in Nigeria's democratic journey, and it has generated extensive commentary on social media. And that's what we want to talk about now, bringing it all into clarity. And joining us for this conversation is the chairman of the National Interest Group. He was a presidential candidate and a former national chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Council. Kabir Shitu Mohammed has also, or is also, conferred with the title of MON and Officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Mohammed. What's your takeaway, or what are your takeaways from this revelation by the general?
Thank you and good morning to all. Good morning, Nigeria. My takeaway there is that it has given us opportunity to see where we go wrong as a country and where we go right. And it also delves into telling us that we should put the whole thing behind us and move the nation forward and learn from what has happened, how they managed the event, why we could not plug ourselves into crisis, and 32 years later, all the actors sat in one place, and now Georgia. So it's a lesson even to other countries to know that managing crisis and then coming together for the national interest of the country, I think is something that we must commend all the actors, and then those that also lost their life during this will also be able to see the family, console them, and believe that they are all part of a nation building, which today we can find a country in peace, a country that is progressing economically and politically.
32 years after we saw the confession made by IBB, do you see this coming too late at this time? We've seen reactions indeed trailing that confession made by him.
Life and you know, time and tide comes and go, and everything in life has time. If you don't wait for time, you may make mistakes upon mistakes. If a mistake has been made and then you hurriedly want to bring up issues, it could result to countermouth, where whatever you bring out could be fought at that particular moment, and then you allow a wound to heal and then be able to come out. And this great man has come to say, I took responsibility for whatever happened at this period, but this is what happened for you to learn and move the country forward. For me, I try my best. As a human being, I could have made some error along the line, but if this is what really happened, and however you take it, what you cannot take out of that is that all of them play a role in a nation building and putting the national interest of the country first before their own interest. It depends on how you look at it. There are ways you will have go that could have plunged the country into crisis if it's to take his own personal interest. As a military, he has what to do. But he said, no, let me leave the seat for you people. Let us build a country. Mistake has been made, but let us now build on this mistake, put ourselves, reconcile, and move ahead. I think this is what this book is telling us. As a people and as a country, we can't do otherwise than what we have done. And we are wrong or right, that will be judged by you. But let's move forward. This is what happened. This is what I did. This is how I want it to be. This is how it go. This is how social players play. See, it's just to give us the history of what happened. It's for us to now delve from that history and move. At least we build up, and then today we are back to democratic setting. And in this democratic journey, we are 26 years uninterrupted democratic process. And now we are grow politically as a nation. People have tasted democracy and have seen that the benefit of democracy, and have seen that there's no alternative to democracy. It will be very, very difficult today for military to get in caution again. It is very difficult. So this democracy that we are enjoying, he is saying, continue with it. This is what we want. We wanted it this way. Now that the country has settled for it and have moved on with the democratic process, let's go on. Let's put that at the past and put it behind us.
Right, but if you say that with this apology, it is time to move forward as a country, how then would you respond to the question of how comprehensive it is? If the head of state at the time now deems it fit through his book to, say all of this, though we must, also add that the book also needs to be read. At least that's what some people are saying. One may also need to read the book in full to understand where IBB is coming from. But from what we have heard, what is now in the public domain, how comprehensive is it from your reflection?
If you are to review, if you look at the book, he reviewed his childhood, where he was born and grew, and then to the services, then becoming a president. And what affects most of Nigerian is the area of his political program. And then he dived seriously into it. He brought all the actors, and each of the actors, what they contribute, and how and where they make mistakes. And it delved into issue of yes, I also thought the new breed could do better than the old breed. That is why I banned the old breed, and the new breed also came in. And this is what happened with the new breed. People like us belong to the new breed, because when they banned the old breed, we came in. I was the legal advisor at that time of NRC in Abuja here. And then I was also the coordinator, presidential coordinator to Bamanga Tukur. So I tested both sides. When they banned Bamanga Tukur, Shinkafi, and Adamu Chiroma, they were leading in NRC when they were banned. And then you look at Yaradua, Falaye, and Co are leading in SDP when they were banned. I was the Abuja coordinator of Bamanga Tukur. So I think I've seen what happened then. And then when they banned them, then bring and ask the new breeds to come in, I became the legal advisor of NRC here in Abuja. So we know, at least we delve into what little happened at that time. We're in the know. So what we are saying, what he is saying, what Nigerians should note in this is a book. Is his own side of the story. And you see, he will say it better because he is the overseer of the political brouhaha at that time. He set up the two political parties, which till date, there's no free, fair election that I've seen as a political aggregator like that of that June 12. It was free, fair, no rancor, nothing. And he admitted. And he also gave us that, okay, after conducting of that election, this is what led to this, what led to this. In fact, in order to even persuade the winner, I almost asked him, can he take interim so that I can leave? He rejected it, and I have to leave. So he left and left them. He was even trying at that time, which we know, to conduct another election immediately after the nullification. But it wasn't possible. So he has to leave. And he left interim government, which interim government was later overthrew. So if you delve into what he has said, you see the actors, you see where everybody contribute, what this each of them, what they act, including even the winner of that presidential election, Chief Abiola. And today we have one of Chief Abiola frontman as the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is to tell you that we have to heal this wound. We have to put it behind us. At least the whole thing has come back, and then you see that those that are front runner of that time are back. Those that even were in the fighting side, those that were the agitators. Today, as the leader and Vice President Osinbajo clearly put it, that see him among those people is
absolutely,
so
Mr. Mohammed.
We should put. I want to urge Nigerians that we should put it behind us, but take it and then learn from history.
Let me quickly come in now. June 12 struggle was pivotal to the democratic process that we have in the country at the moment. Tell us, how will this help shape future elections? With this confession made by IBB, how will this help shape future elections in the country so that it will be free, fair, and even credible?
Now, the lesson we should learn from it, because I'm an actor at that time, as young then as I was an actor. And what I see is that if you even see the reflection now, it's like we are back to that two political party system, NRC and SDP. Today, you have APC and you have PDP. And then it teaches us that democracy has come to stay.
That's a bit debatable. We also have other parties. Just a moment, Mr. Mohammed. We have the Labour Party and others in the country.
We have other political parties. You should know I'm chairman of Inter-Party Advisory. I was chairman of Inter-Party Advisory Council. But we have Labour, we have other parties, but at the end of the day, it's just like in United States of America, you have over 180 political parties. But there are parties that are on count. There are parties that are maybe ideological for animal, forestry, on this. And you have parties, the two major political parties that dominate the American political. We are also going there because we are just about 26 years today to this political journey. And by the time we are 50 years in this political journey, we will have also get matured and be able to see some, know that some party can be in local government, some party can be in our state, some party, which is happening in Nigeria. You have parties that have state, like if you are talking today of Abia State, it's not PDP, it's not APC. Then if you, so we are also evolving, and that's what this book is telling us. Learn from the past. Don't derail the democratic process. This democratic process is what working for. It's what standing for. It's whatever differences you have. Don't come to us in the barrack. We don't need you. Don't go to barrack. Those days that people go to barrack, this is what happened after they have gone to barrack. Therefore, take the lesson of that time and then move on with the democratic process that we are practicing today and allow it to evolve over time. That's what that book is saying. That's what that book is telling us. That is what it has taught me from what I've read from that book, is move on with this democratic process. However it is far, far better than the military government. And now we've seen it. We've been able to manage ourselves as a country, and what will have plunged us into crisis of ethnicity and things, they've stopped it.
All right.
They'll be able to manage it, and we are now balanced. And we have people, a great man like Chief Tinubu as the president, sitting with all other former presidents there. So that's why you see the gladiator and the dictator, everybody is sitting there and watching and talking and agreeing. And that has bring Nigerians together. And that is telling us that we should protect our national interest.
It's a fine place to rest our conversation. Kabiru Mohammed, we thank you very much for your time with us on TVC Breakfast.